How do you forgive when you don't feel like you can?
It's not easy. It's a hard thing.
Yeah.
And again, I think sometimes as believers, because we know that that's what we're supposed to do, that I forgive.
We can say.
But we really don't.
But
It's
we
really
don't.
like holding on.
Yes.
Yeah.
We want to,
Yeah,
and we
but-
mean it when we say it, but we don't. And I think, most of the time, it's a process that, it's really, really deep hurt takes time
Yeah.
to work through it. And you keep coming to the verses like in Philippians, when it says that I have a peace that passes all understanding. Sometimes I think we have to get to the place that I'm experiencing this internal peace myself that I can't even understand or comprehend, that now I'm able to forgive.
Right.
I think we need to want to and offer as we can, but I'm talking about that deep gut, true, like, is out of me.
Yes,
And I forgive.
Yeah.
That we can't put that pressure necessarily on ourselves of, well, it's been 2 weeks.
Right. It takes
And I
time.
haven't forgiven.
Yeah.
That we've got to be cleansed ourselves before we then and really experience that true forgiveness that we need from God in whatever areas, and then that healing that we can then hand it out to somebody else and really, really mean it. And even then, it comes back of...
That's what I was about to say. It always comes back, and there's like, okay, no, I've forgiven. I make it, like lay it back down again, lay it back down again, until then one day you just wake up and you're like, oh, wait, hold on. I really don't feel that way anymore, But I mean, it's funny how things can just creep up and be like, I thought I forgave you for that forever ago. I'm like, oh, give it back, Lord. I really do forgive them. I mean, but I think it's a process, and it takes work to forgive.
Yes.
But you can see the blessing in that, because you are not bitter. You are you're better. There's joy in you. That doesn't mean that you haven't been through hard, but you're not, it doesn't feel like there's any bitter root growing up in you. And it's like you've plucked out the weeds.
Yeah.
And that first weed's the hardest, but then the small ones that come up, you just keep plucking them out as they come.
And today I can say that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, there may be again that little weed I've got to pull out again. Because it still just keeps creeping back.
Yeah.
But you're right. Yes, it's just it's a continuous, and it's a part of our own sanctification or our own growing into Christ's likeness, that it does not happen overnight.
Right.
And we take some steps forward.
And then you're going to take some back.
And we're going to take them back. And it's the most aggravating thing when because we want to do what's right.
Right.
But it's part of it, I think, is our own sin nature. And then a part of it is just reality that healing, true healing, takes time.
Yeah.
And we just have to accept that.
Well, and nobody wants to sit in pain. I mean, no, it's not, that's not fun. But you also, it's kind of like the difference of working out, every day or every week, and then your muscles get stronger. And yes, they still are sore, but it's different than if you never work out and then all of a sudden you go to the gym and like kill yourself and you can't walk for a week.
But then you get in good shape. And then you quit working out for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you almost have to start over again. And it's that same thing. But forgiveness, just like anything else, really, it truly is a choice. Am I gonna let bitterness grow in me?
Right.
Or am I not? And,
right.
And we do have that power. That's 100% on us.
Yes.
Of this is my choice.
Yes.
We need God's power, of course, to make it happen. But unfortunately, I've had some family members through the years that have chosen over a lot of times insignificant things to become bitter towards another person in their family. And I have an aunt who died, an old, lonely woman.
That's so sad.
because she could not forgive her son-in-law for nothing. Well, I'll
mattered.
tell you what it was. Yeah. This was back in the 60s, and he grew a beard. And she did not approve of the beard,
kidding.
literally.
And that's what
And that's what severed their relationship, and she died a lonely, bitter woman. And honestly, I watched that as a child and a teenager, and I made a conscious decision because I thought, well, that may be part of my makeup.
Yeah.
That I could hold grudges,
this.
and I'm not going to let it happen. And my brother and sisters and I actually have those conversations.
Yeah.
Right.
Is if I ever start acting like that,
You tell me.
you better tell me.
Yeah.
Because it can be a family tendency.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and there's just nothing worth the relationship. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I keep telling my kids. Like, you choose the relationship. I mean, we're not going to let little things creep in. We're going to forgive. We're going to, love. So